Welcome back to another episode of Poured Unfiltered, where we sip, spill, and speak the truth. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Marcus. We are the Stevens.
And today we are coming at you from the Empire State, New York. We are out here to see the one, the only Tay Tay.
Tay Tay, yeah. Yeah, the New York energy, it feels right. I'm not gonna lie, Mom.
Yeah.
It was good.
We got to explore a little bit yesterday, but most important, the main reason we came out here was for Saturday.
Yeah.
And that was to watch Tay and her team compete in the Eagle Championships.
Yeah.
And they killed it.
Spoiler alert. Second place.
Second place. So proud. Excited to be able to come out here and to see them perform. We gave a little plug earlier this season, but last year we ended up going to her first meet with this team. And we'll say we have grown a lot. They have improved a lot since that first time. So it's been a cool full circle moment there.
And we'll dive a little bit deeper into it later. But that was your first time scoring 195 plus this season, correct?
Ever since I've been here.
Oh, since you've been here.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Coach is setting records already. All right. We'll dive more into that later. But before we do, let's start with what we usually do. Mm-hmm. What are we sipping, Mom?
I am, and this is very fitting, I am sipping on a strawberry refresher from Starbucks. And this goes all the way back to when we first met Tay in Lake St. Louis. She put us onto this drink. It's elite. Yeah. Every time you get it, it's hard for them to mess up. There has been some times, but this one is a good one this morning.
Light lemonade, pulled the strawberries.
Perfection.
Got it.
Yeah.
Tay, what are we drinking and why?
I'm drinking a brown sugar shaken espresso, but I like to add 2 pumps of cinnamon dulces to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Normally I'm on the refresher train too, but I haven't had a coffee yet today, so I have to start there.
Yeah. No caffeine headaches today.
I got it. So that's the reason why you didn't choose vodka.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Maybe it has something to do with it also being morning, but that's Anyway, and I am drinking because it is still early. A medicine ball. I'm not sick, but I love tea. I just want to warm my throat up because Tay is going to put us through hell later at Orange Theory.
Yes.
And I need my voice so I can yell for help. So I am drinking a medicine ball from Starbucks.
Yes. Tay should honestly probably be drinking a medicine ball. Her voice is a little shot due to Saturday's events, but
Sorry in advance.
we will get through it. Okay, let's take it all the way back to 2018, because this is not just a friendship that built, it's a history. You were a junior in college, okay? And I was in my first year of coaching.
Yeah. And that's wild because you were both growing and learning at different phases and stages of life.
Yeah. Some intense stages. You're trying to figure out how's life independently and what's going to happen eventually after college. I'm trying something completely new.
Hell, you said life after college. She was a sophomore?
Junior.
No, junior.
Yeah,
okay.
Junior.
Did you turn 21 your junior year or sophomore year?
My junior.
Okay, so maybe you were looking at the future. I was like, if this was before 21, she was just trying to figure out how to get in the bar. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mom.
But no, essentially, we started out as a coach-athlete relationship. Yeah. And that's just, I don't know, that's how it kind of starts, obviously. There was a lot of respect, a lot of trust there. And I'd say on both ends. But it was kind of, I appreciated the fact that you had so much trust in me as your coach, as a new coach coming into your world and your school. But I felt very, safe and comfortable. Yeah. And I feel like that was kind of the foundation of our relationship, friendship, over time, I feel like it was never a surface level. There was always that level of consistent trust.
Yeah.
And then I guess, from being a coach-athlete relationship, we moved into a role where there was a coach-coach relationship, which was super fun. I know we had some crazy moments at times, and that was, I think expected with life, but that was another opportunity for us to continue to grow our relationship in just a different way and be able to, cross that boundary a little bit more to being more friends than like, a student athlete relationship would have been. So I felt like that was cool. And I think also one thing, like Marcus, you've always been around too. Yeah. Like, you were always at practices or at meets or whatever.
Traveling with you guys.
Yeah.
I watched you guys nurture it and it grow into what it is today. Yeah. I got a front row seat. I'll say I was pretty privileged to see it blossom.
Yeah. And I think on top of that, like you also were incorporated into her family because like when it was, even if it was athlete coach or coach to coach, like you were still in the sand sitting with her parents.
Yeah. Her family adopted me for sure. Yeah. In a sense, because just going to gymnastic meets, if it were in a different city or state and I fly in, for example, they picked me up. Well, not you, but here's the thing. I would literally ride with them to those meets. Right. I would sit with them on home meets in the stands. We were just like a core unit. It was just expected. We hung out before the meet sometimes or even after. So they for sure took me under their gymnastic wing and adopted me from the fans' perspective for sure.
Yeah, I still never forget the meet when you and Tay's dad went and got drinks before the meet or something. Charles. And then it was like national anthem was going. I think we might have gone to our first rotation.
No, we didn't miss it. Did we miss?
Vault began and we were both
I think we started warming up and we were like, where are these two people right now? What are they doing?
Kevin and I, they're both missing. So if one shows up without the other,
then we have a problem. But they're together, so they should be okay.
I think they're okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Kevin will agree with me. We didn't miss anything. We were just up top where you guys couldn't see. Right? We were hiding. I think time just got past us, honestly. We were just having a good time.
Yeah.
He flew in early. We had time to kill. We didn't want to just sit there and watch you guys warm up when we could be having beers. So we went and got some apps, got a beer or 6, and then made our way. We were like 3 minutes from campus. We figured we'd be fine, and I think we truly lost track of time. We came during the first rotation, I think.
Yes.
From what I remember. But we definitely missed the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kevin. If you see this, I admit it. We were late. We were late.
Trying to ride that one out for life.
Here's the good thing. If Ryan came, it would have been worse. We would have probably missed the whole rotation.
So, 8 years later, we've admitted you were late.
Yes. Yes. 8 years later.
I admit it. But those were the times. Those are good times. Yeah.
Yeah.
The St. Louis days. I want the people to get to know you a little bit better, but let's let them see the dynamic of your guys' relationship. So a few quick fire questions for you, just to set the stage. What's one thing about Beck that people don't see?
Ooh, good question.
Hard.
I know that is hard.
I feel like at first they don't get to see our silly side, which I feel like we're both similar in that way. Like we take a little bit longer maybe to let our walls down and show our more fun, sillier side. But I think when we're together, we're able to like pull that out of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree. She is, and I think I might have even said this on the last episode or the episode before that. She is one of the funniest people I've ever met. They just don't see it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you can see it and agree with me. It's on camera that this girl is hilarious. Y'all don't see that most of the time, but she's hilarious and she's a different person and she's comfortable with you. And we might have
relate to that. So I feel like
that's a little of you.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing how we really connected because we both were very quiet and shy and like you have to get to know that person in order for them to like bring those walls down and open up. And once that happens, it's like, oh my gosh, we are here. We're the same person. Like I would be able to like just see her look and I'm like, I know exactly what she's like thinking. I give her a look back and she's like, okay, I know. She's giving me the reassurance. Like I'm good.
All right. Question number 2. Who's the more emotional?
Becky.
I'd probably say I am.
Like externally.
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of like, I think showing emotion. I think we probably like feel emotion similarly, but I don't do as well expressing it. Like I'm not a crier in that sense. Like I'm not going to cry watching a movie. But like I think I feel deep emotions.
Yeah. So you're a serial killer. Okay. No, I just wanted to confirm. Got it. Okay. Totally understand. Don't mess with you. Got it. Question number 3. Who takes longer to respond to texts? Y'all text all day long, so I'm curious what you say about this.
Okay, I think years ago I would have said her. I think I was probably faster. Just I had less going on.
Yeah.
2 kids, a husband, all the things. And I think now I feel like it's pretty like similar. Like, I think it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Like we can have a day where we'll text nonstop for 5 hours in a row, or then the next day 5 hours goes by and one of us is doing something and the other comes back to it. And we always come back to it. There's no end to the conversation.
No.
Or like the new one just starts like, oh, good morning, going back to what we were saying yesterday. It's like the conversation I don't think in 8 years has ever ended.
I don't think I don't. I think we've talked every single day. Like I don't think there's a day that has gone by where we haven't at least checked in or said hi.
Like even like on a vacation, it's like a morning, a midday.
It's a message in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Okay. And the FaceTiming is still thrown in there as well. Have you guys ever talked on the phone?
I don't think so.
That is wild to me. How many years of friendship now?
I mean, maybe,
but
the fact that you can't
if we were going to, it would be a FaceTime.
It would be a FaceTime.
And when
I'm also already not a person that
to
talks on the phone. Yeah.
But when you guys moved, I was like convincing her, I'm like, you're going to FaceTime me. Like, we're not going to just text and not see each other.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't really like FaceTime. And I was like, you're going to like it.
So you did what I couldn't, because I remember when we first started talking in Seattle, this girl would not FaceTime me.
Yeah.
We didn't live together. I would FaceTime you, or at least try to, and you would ignore the message or the FaceTime call and then text me 0.2 seconds later.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So you've cracked the nut.
I've gotten used to it.
I've gotten better.
Yeah.
I think before it was like more of like, I just didn't want awkward silences. Like to anybody that I talk to. Like obviously it's not like my dad or whatever family. But like, it's just like sometimes I feel like the phone can be awkward. It's like, you talk.
That's why I feel like FaceTime's better, because then it's like natural conversation.
And I've been on like Zoom calls all the time. So now it's like,
it's regular.
It's whatever. But still, we don't talk on the phone like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I still feel some kind of way personally about it, but I let it slide. I guess 2 kids in a marriage, so I guess I'll let it go.
You call me like 17 times back to back, and I'm like, oh,
I do.
Gosh,
and I get so annoyed at her when she does it. When she's out and about, she'll call like 3 or 4 times within that time frame of her being gone. What? Meanwhile, I could just go to the grocery store, have a question about what she wanted me to get, but I call her on the way there. I call her in the store. I call her on my way home, and then I hang up and then call her and say, hey, I'm outside. Can you help me get the groceries?
All the calls. I'm like, I cannot.
I'm like, I would be so annoyed if this was on the other foot.
And the one time I don't answer, I'm busy doing something. You didn't check your phone? You didn't see your watch didn't go off? I'm like, oh my God.
I take so much offense to it. That's just where you go.
Yeah. Okay, let's transition into, this is your technically 7th year of coaching? 6th year of coaching, 2nd year as a head coach. And 2nd year as a head coach. So first couple years were assistant coaching.
Those are 2 completely different roles.
Yeah. And how did you feel about stepping into the head coaching role as compared to like an assistant coach?
I was extremely nervous and hesitant.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of different emotions surrounding it, because obviously going into this, like I wanted to be a head coach someday.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I thought that someday would come as fast as it did.
Soon. Yeah.
And I feel like the start of my career was, I don't want to use the word slow, but a little bit slower, just having to be a volunteer for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like, okay, like what's going to be like my moment? Like when is this all going to pay off? That like I am volunteering and working another job and moving around the country to make this dream work. And at what point is that can all come together where it feels like this is why I did that? Yeah. And then I moved to Michigan and I got a paid assistant job and started off there, and I found a team I really loved. And then this came kind of out of left field. And the fact that it was a head coach opportunity, but it was also home, it just felt like something that, I don't know, I remember calling you being like, there's no way. Like I think I got to say no and move on. The year started here and whatever. But then the more the day went on, like so much happened in 24 hours, but it was like entertaining the idea slowly and some convincing. And we probably did talk on the phone.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then the more I like entertained the idea of it and had the conversations and met with the people I was supposed to and all of that. And I came home from an interview, like it just felt right and felt like, okay, this is where it all comes true. And my saying no was strictly out of fear.
Yeah.
And once I moved the fear aside, I realized that this is what I feel like I was meant to do. And to do it at home and be a head coach, like that's where like dream meets reality and all of that becomes worth it. And I'm so glad I took the risk.
I know. Oh my gosh. It's so like, that was such a crazy moment.
It just sounds, scary, right?
Yeah.
But there's so much more behind it. Like, did you have to make a quick decision after the interview? Like, did they offer and then you had to give them an answer?
It's just more like I feel like I'm loyal to a fault. And like it was September, end of August when this all started. And the other school year had begun. And it was just, I either wanted to invest entirely in the team that I was with or move forward and go in this direction. And I was 26 and never been a head coach before. And it was September. And I wanted to, if this was going to be my reality, have as much time as possible to get ready and move halfway across whatever and find just whatever, all of those kinds of things. And so it was necessarily rushed. It just like, I think it was like a Wednesday. And then by Saturday I was home for an interview. So the thoughts, like the waking up on a random Tuesday, living my normal life, flipping to flying home for an interview was like trying to get from one to another mentally was the hardest part.
So you went basically from like, what does my bar rotation look like at CMU this week to a day or two later, like, dang, I'm a head coach. Now I need to establish culture, vision,
everything.
Do some decision making, resource allocation. Like, that's a huge switch and change.
And I was trying to like stay present at CMU because again, I didn't know what this was going to come to, but then also like prepare for an interview and create my vision and have all of the computer work I needed done, my resume that needed updating, like just all of those things, like outside of work hours. So I was like on my computer until like 1 a.m. every day. And I flew out at like 3 a.m. to get here. And then just was like a whirlwind of probably emotions and just work and stress and all the things. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. The best decision I've ever made.
Good.
No,
You should never regret it.
I just like, I don't know. I just thought about this, but okay. What if you had the same opportunity, like a head coach in a location, but it wasn't necessarily home? Do you think you would have still jumped at that opportunity? Or do you feel like because this was home, it like helped give you that? Like,
I definitely think I still would have entertained it. Yeah. Cause again, this was always my dream. And honestly, at that point, I never thought I was moving back to New York. Like I felt like I found happiness in the Midwest. I felt like that was like where I saw myself. My family was even kind of getting ready to wherever I settled next, just moving and rejoining. So I don't know. It was actually probably even more something to convince, like, do I want to live in New York again and establish my life? And now that I'm back in New York, like I don't ever see myself leaving. This is home. This like, found my people and all of those kinds of things. But yeah, I think I still would have entertained it. But also now, like 2 years under my belt, I can't imagine having gone through like the last 2 years in the best ways, but without my family and people here to support me. Like it's made all the difference in the world. And like a true believer in like God has a plan. And had I know it's not our business to see what that plan looks like, but had I known when I started my first year coaching, like that is where this would lead me to, I would have never doubted it.
And the impact her family, just from the little bit I saw this weekend. With your brother and his articles, his support. This man followed for each rotation and was cheering louder than some of the girls on the floor.
Team,
right? Our mom with the setup, and mom and dad with the setup and breakdown, helping out. She definitely vacuums the mats and all that too. So like we're talking to the smallest minute detail. Family is present. Right? You're home, you're here, and you have that added support. So that should reassure. Like, this was the decision that I was supposed to make.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's talk a little bit about like first year versus second year. What do you think was like your biggest, I don't know, eye-opening thing or something you learned? Like, how did you make this year go a little bit way better than next year? I mean, you just grew a lot.
I felt like the first year is almost like that it's not fear of the unknown, because of course you live it life as an assistant. I did it for 4 years before my first year as a head coach, but it's just so different. Like everyone can prepare you in every single way, but until you live it yourself, like that would be my advice to whoever stepped into a head coaching role. Like until you actually live it yourself, you have no idea what to expect. And I have amazing mentors and supporters and all of those people in my corner that have helped make the transition as easy as possible. But until I lived it, I like didn't know what was like me in this role. And I think in the first year also, I moved out here September 23rd was my first day. So like my team was already here, school started, they were a month in. That I felt like I was just like constantly playing catch up. And like a common question a lot of other coaches when I would see them would ask, like, do you feel like your head is like spinning all the time? And I was like, yes, but I felt like my head was spinning this way and flipping. Like it was like I was never catching up. But then this year, like of course, like it's only year 2. So like I do feel like my head's still spinning, but like we're not flipping anymore. Like, it's just spinning one way. Good. So I think that like was the biggest difference. But also like this summer, I had an entire summer to plan, prepare, get ready. And also like just the little things of like creating a team handbook. Like, okay, I have my team handbook, but now I'm going to alter it for the next year as opposed to starting over. Or like just every little detail of like planning our trips and making our schedule. Like I just felt like I was on the back end filling in, whereas like this year I got to do it on the front end and do it the way that me and my staff felt was best. So I think that made the biggest difference. And I also, at my number one thing is always going to be relationships with our athletes. And when I got here, I made that my priority, is just making sure that I developed an individual relationship with all 20 of my student athletes. And that takes a lot of time and energy, which I'm so grateful for. But then I'll obviously put most of my time and energy into that. Whereas now this year, I have a lot of those established. I was able to expand some of my time into those other areas.
I think that's one thing I've told you numerous times, but like, I love seeing how happy you look, you know, when we tune in and we watch the meets or whatever. Like you just genuinely look like you're having the time of your life. And I mean, even last year when it was crazy and your head was spinning and flipping, like you still look like, okay, this is my team. This is like, you know, and it felt like a very healthy and positive environment. And to see it, you know, flourish even more this year, it's like, it brings me joy to see that in you, because I know that, you know, being in like Central Michigan or, you know, being in those places where you didn't have your direct support system near you, I know that was like a little challenging. And so, and now it's nice to see you be able to like live your life how you're supposed to live and like be happy inside and outside of work. Cause you know, life is not just all work. It's playtime too. So
you gotta balance it.
I think that was part of like, even through the stress of starting it all, like I always came back to just like, I was just grateful. And like last year was obviously difficult and we had a lot of uncharacteristic things go on that we had to navigate, and we did. But like at the end of the day, like there's, I'm messing this up, but maybe 84 programs and 84 women's gymnastics head coaches. And like, I knew I got to be one of them. And that was a blessing to me, regardless of what that looked like. And just to be able to do that in the state with my family, like everything, I was just grateful. And whatever came my way, like I knew we would get through it.
Yeah. I love that. What, for some of those people that don't get like an inside look into like a head coach, what do you think is like one of the biggest pressures when it comes to leading a program or a team?
Good question.
I think like finding them, like as a head coach, you obviously have to lead the team, and then trying to create a message that, like I always tell even like our captains, like you're, as a leader, your job is to get a message that you're going to communicate, and you know what you want it to sound like, you know what it means, but you want to communicate that same message to 20 different people with 20 different mindsets, backgrounds, came from different places, and they all have to receive it the way you intended. And that's probably like the biggest pressure for me, is like making sure that the message that I want the team to hear and understand and live and breathe, like it comes off in a way to all 20 of them that they're into it, they're bought in, they're behind it. And I've definitely put a lot of pressure on us as a staff. Maybe not pressure, but just thought, conversations. Like we are constantly talking about what we can do to make sure that the message we intend is received in the way that we intend it to be. And I don't know if it's necessarily about like, I don't necessarily have to be as like, it's not what I can bring to the message. It's like what the message is going to bring to the team. So like, even if it's something that's like unique to me, or like something that I maybe am like, oh, I'm not like, for example, this year, like our team just loves to have fun. That is like their number one thing. We thrived off of high energy, being silly, laughing, joking, and having fun. And as an athlete, that's not how I operated. I was like game face, serious, locked in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stand in front of a team and preach to them that we need to have our game faces on, be locked in, when for them, we need to be having fun, and we need to just stay loose and be us. So maybe I wasn't as on board, or not on board's the wrong way to say it, but wasn't necessarily my message, but it's what was going to work best for the team. So navigating that.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier something about a mentor, and I think in a professional environment, it's imperative to have someone who's lived that experience, or is currently living that experience and has more exposure, so they can transfer down that tribal knowledge to help you with your matriculation. Talk to us about your mentors. You don't have to give specific names if you don't want to, but do you have multiple? Just talk to us a little about the department of mentors and acquiring them.
I think that's like the most important thing to me, is being able to rely on the mentors that I've had. And obviously Becky was always one of them for me. Like way back when we started, she was my coach. And I think I learned so much from her as an athlete, of like who I wanted to be as a coach, and like the way that she had talked about like creating that like safe space. And I always felt like as an athlete, I could go to her with anything. And she also took the time to get to know me. So maybe one coach was telling me the same thing 500 times, but it just took her to say it from her mouth. And it worked for me. So just like I valued everything she taught me as an athlete, and then getting to work alongside of her as a coach definitely was a mentor for me that I carry with me now. Ashley Lawson, she's a head coach at SEMO. She was someone else that was really impactful in my gymnastics career, that I had the privilege of being coached by her and working alongside of her. So I definitely learned a lot from her. And then Jen Llewellyn, who we both worked for, and she was my college coach, and I had her for all 4 years as a coach, and I worked for her to get my first year coaching. And I think she definitely provided an experience for me that I just knew I wanted to provide that for somebody else. When I came to college, I didn't think I wanted to do college coaching. I was going to be a teacher. And after my freshman year, I switched everything. I changed my major. I changed my mind. And I knew that, again, because of the experience that Jen provided for me as an athlete, that was going to be something I wanted to provide for somebody else one day. And she had a way of leading and mentoring and just embracing this like power of belief as athletes. Like that was so important to me. I didn't know how to compete before I came to college. I was nervous. I didn't like competing. And then I left college like the most confident version of myself, and as a gymnast, but as a person too. So I think the time she invested into like the power of how much belief can carry, I take with me now as a human and also as a coach.
The impact that it affected you personally and professionally. It literally changed your career trajectory.
I think I'm lucky now too to be able to call all three of them on random Tuesday at noon, like, hey, I have a question and I need help now. And all three of them would pick up the phone and do it. So.
And you can always call me. I'm just kidding. No, I can appreciate that. I get it. That definitely would leave a stain on my heart in a good way. So I get that.
This is kind of, I feel like I know the answer, but what is the moment that made you the most proud this season? Your team.
Saturday.
Specifics or just in general, like overall, just all the things?
I feel like the day in general, they just worked so hard, and they pour so much into each other, into this team, into me, into our vision, our culture, everything. And like they deserved that, like, we did it moment. And I think for them, that was this weekend. I think this whole season, just from the very first meet till the last meet, like they had a lot of those moments. And like we won the Empire State Collegiate Challenge for the first time. They were so excited. We won our first meet, which we didn't do last year. And we actually like finished the year with a winning season, which we didn't do last year. So I think for them, like there was a lot of things they could take away, but I think this was the first time that they were able to look each other in the eyes and like be like, we did it. Like we set on a mission to be the best version of us. And our motto this year was us versus us. We never had any intentions of being better than anybody besides us. And we decided that back in the fall at our team retreat. And I think when we went into this meet this weekend, like we told them this mission is still being better than us. We want to be the best version of us today. And if we are the best version of us, I think we're going to like the outcome. And I think it wasn't like we came out of the gates guns blazing at the top. Like we looked at the leaderboard after the first rotation and we were in last. And we circled the team up and we on to the next. Like there's nothing we could do about beam. It was a great rotation. We survived beam. move on the floor. And it's a steady climb. Like each rotation, we were like inching up. And I don't even, like, I believed in the fact that we can be on the podium, but looking at the scores, I don't think I realized how close we were to being able to get in that second place spot. And we started bars and we started with a fall. But when we circled before bars, like we just told the team, like, let's do bars like we've never done bars before. Let's enjoy every second. Let's take dismounts. Let's focus on us. Like there's not a single other thing going on in this gym besides us. Put our 4 walls up and have a bar party. And they rose to the occasion and just one after another. And the person who fell in the leadoff spot has been a rock for us all year. She's not missed a single routine. So it happens. And the girl that went second looked me in the eyes, and I always tell her, I trust you. And she says back, like, I trust myself. And she looked in and she was like, I trust it. Like she was like, there was that doubt in her mind. And she was like, I'm getting up there and I'm gonna do my job. And she did. And I think that flipped the switch, and the stuck dismount just got everybody going. And then it was just like one after another, the best routines they've done. And of course, the scores were reflecting that. And the energy was amazing. And we circled up and they were all crying and hugging. And just to think back to where we started this journey now almost 2 years ago to where they were yesterday to finish second in the conference, and they wanted a 195 all year. Like that was a goal of theirs. And to be able to accomplish those things, I was just grateful to watch them feel success.
Yeah. I'm also proud of yourself too.
Yeah, proud of it for sure.
You and the coaches definitely led them there. And I like always something I've been thinking is like you guys are on track to be like peaking at the perfect time. Like, and I feel like it's hard with gymnastics because it's like you can never predict how how each team is going to peak or when they're going to peak, but it's like you want it to be like a gradual thing, and then by the end of season, like you are in your prime, you're doing your best. And I feel like you guys did exactly that. Like you just slowly climbed in the right direction, and ended on the best note.
At the highest level or highest stage. Yeah. I don't know if we have, you can cut this, Mom, but I don't know if we told them where she's actually coaching. I don't recall anyone saying LIU
today, but we said it in the past. But
so for context, she is the head coach of Long Island University's gymnastics program. Last year, you guys finished at their conference is called Eagles, right? Eagles. Where did you guys end last year in Eagles? Second to last? Last. 1 year later, you guys are the runner up. You get second place. What does it mean coming in second in Eagles to you in your program?
Honestly, everything. Like we always believed we could do it. And I think it's one thing to say it and like start the year saying we want to be at the top of our conference and we believe we can do it. But then for them to truly live that out and embody that every day, I don't think it was like we finally put the pieces together this one meet. I think it was the little things we did every day from September 1st when they stepped on campus all the way until March 21st when they walked out of the They gave their hearts and souls every single day. They challenged themselves. We had difficult days. We had injuries, snow days, setbacks, sickness, all of the things, but they never let that waver from the vision. And they were focused, again, not on the focus was never on coming in second. It was just being better than us we were last year. And in turn, they were able to feel that success. And like, as an athlete, I got to experience winning a conference championship and national championship and being a part of that. And like for them, knowing how hard they work and what they put in every single day, I just so badly wanted them to get to experience that joy and fun and success of working their way back to the top. And I'm just really grateful and proud of them. And I'm so sad it's over. I want to live it again and again.
You won't toot your horn, so I'll do it. You said something about that, them not losing sight of the vision, but that's the culture, that's the vision, that's the steps that you set in place at the beginning of maybe even last year, and embedding wanting to be better than yesterday within everyone's DNA, right? So to go from dead last year to this shift of we were the runner up, that speaks to you and your team, your coaching staff, and the tone, the culture, the vision, everything that you guys are setting up. So you're kind of doing something right. What I'm saying is we should send this video to the admins at LIU and get our promo.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
But seriously, congrats again, because that's amazing. You go from dead last to literally second, right? Within a year. You and your staff did an amazing job. Your athletes did an amazing job. Yeah. Your fans, from my experience, did an amazing job. It was a collective effort by the LIU family, and it was a privilege to be a part of that on Saturday.
Yeah, it's cool to be there for the first meet and now here for the last meet of the second season. But yeah, we're proud of you. It's been amazing to kind of watch you grow through this little new era of your life. And just
life been lifing for her lately.
Yes, it has been.
Wins left and
full
right.
Grown up now. Full grown up, doing all of the things. Okay, let's transition a little bit to like personal life and things like that. Just go back to like St. Louis days, a little Lake St. Louis days. We were talking about how like that was more like early adult, like chaos. We were trying to figure out life.
Yeah. Just
kind of flying by the seat of our pants. Around that time was COVID. And this is just like a forever story. I feel like it was prime COVID. I don't even remember.
No, it hadn't started yet, right?
COVID was maybe in full blast.
Okay.
We ended up going to a restaurant for, I think it was one of Marcus's friends'
surprise birthday party.
Yeah. And
gosh, of course.
Tay was with us. And yeah, we were just having a good time. I think maybe we shared a drink or whatever, but you and I at least were cheek to cheek, like taking pictures all night, doing all the things.
Yeah.
To wake up the next morning. What was the text that you sent me?
Are you awake? Crying emoji.
And I said, kind of. I'm struggling. And then your next text was,
I cannot smell the candle next to my bed. I'm so sorry. I might have COVID.
The craziest, like the heart of COVID, like everyone's in masks. We're supposed to be social distancing. We decided to get together in a group of people.
We were in a closed space in the restaurant. They closed us off, so we were limited to where we could go. We were in the car together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were all the things that we probably weren't supposed to be doing. We were doing, but it was like we felt okay because it was like we know this group, we know this. Like we're in our bubble, we feel fine.
Well, no, like it wasn't. It was COVID, but it wasn't like March. This is October, or maybe even November because it was Wade's birthday. Wade's birthday is October 31st. So
things were like a little bit more open.
Yeah, the restaurant was open.
Yeah,
they had a party.
Yeah. So and then. Yeah, I don't remember how. Did you find out that day you had COVID?
Yeah, I ended up getting a test, so I had COVID.
Yeah.
In turn, you guys were quarantined.
We were quarantined for what was it, 14 days?
Yeah.
It was 14 days.
Because I had COVID, I got out in 10 and you had to stay for 14.
Yes. We did end up testing. Neither of us had gotten COVID outside. Like Marcus and I did not get COVID. I don't know how, like I genuinely to this day do not like understand that concept of like, how does one person get it? We were with each other. We were, close at proximity, like all of the things.
Yeah.
But we hours before,
but we somehow missed that.
I don't know how. I agree. We rode together there, hung out there, rode together home.
That was it. It was it. And then it was peanut butters and onions that.
What was it again with the peanut butter?
I don't know, peanut butter, onion, and peach flavored things all tasted the same to me.
That is
for like
wild.
4 years.
That is
like just last year, I can eat onion again, and so peanut butter is hit or miss.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a sad place to be.
That is.
That's gonna be the things like you tell your kids one day, and they're like, "What do you mean? It tastes the same."
COVID was a crazy time, but it was a good time. We spent a lot of time together. But Lake St. Louis was like the heart of our friendship and
just the most random stories. I still wish we would have had a Ring camera. I think was it for my birthday or anniversary that you bought me that Blackstone. It was your birthday. Hibachi. Did you get a truck? How did you guys even get? They bought me a fire.
What did you put in the Jeep?
In the Jeep. Yeah.
Oh, you put it in the Jeep. Okay. So I wish I could have seen that. We lived on a corner house, so we had a huge. Did you take it down the hill?
Yes.
Beck bought me for my birthday a huge hibachi grill, and these two strong young ladies had to get it. Did they make you put it in the?
I think we put it in the car.
You guys put it in the car?
Yeah.
And then took it out on your own. And then
While you were home.
While you were home, you were upstairs. Yeah, we were like, okay, let's go. I think you were working from home at this point in time.
Okay, so I was completely distracted with work, or
yeah, but
I was probably in the kitchen too.
I think so.
Making life harder for you guys. Yeah. After Beck told me about it, I was just cracking up. It's like, how did you put all this together?
Yeah.
And it's moments like that you kind of like, damn, I miss those days. Y'all try to sneak in my own backyard with my gift. Carrying it on your back on a snow slope of a hill.
My gosh, yeah.
It's days like that where it's like, damn,
those are good days.
Those are good times.
Those
yeah.
are fun times.
Yeah. We lived 6 minutes from each other. So.
Yeah. We were down the street, so even in the heart of COVID, it was still easy to go and check in and check on each other. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's nice. Yeah. Okay, you want to do Would You Rathers?
I got a few rapid fire Would You Rathers. You all right with that?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna keep it gymnastics themed for a while, if that's okay. It's kind of a big deal in your life. Sometimes. Would you rather relive your best meet performance or redo your worst with a chance to fix it?
As an athlete?
As an athlete.
I think I would just rather live my best.
Live your best. Bask in greatness.
Yeah.
What would you say is your best?
National at Bridgeport, for sure.
Is that when someone fell off beam and then she had to close it out?
No, that was at my C's. That was centenary.
Same year.
That was the same year, though. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather know now that she fell?
I think it played out perfectly.
It played out perfectly. Okay.
It was like, you lied to her, and I was like, I'm not going to tell her somebody fell before she went. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
So I was
it could have been a different outcome. So I get it now, but I was like, "What are you lying?" Okay, got it. Didn't want her to know.
I should have told.
Would you? Have you ever lied to any of your athletes? Like, yeah, no, she didn't fall. You're good.
Yeah. I don't know if I would call it
not a lie. It's just like a redirection
of success in that moment and be like, by the way.
Yo, you're good. She stayed on her feet, so you just got to do your routine.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I've ever also been asked that. Yeah. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah.
Oh, if she fall.
Yeah.
Hey, did she fall?
I don't know if you asked like specifically did she fall, but
no, I remember I was like, everybody hit, right?
Oh yeah, maybe
and she was like, yeah, totally. But then I was walking up to the beam and I saw the scoreboard and I was like, there's no way. That score's too low for
They
anybody.
showed the score before you got on?
Score. Our running total was showing.
Oh, okay.
So, I just turned and glanced and kept walking and I was like, that feels really low to be like everybody hit. But I was like, whatever. They said everyone hit. And I turned around and Jen was there and she gave me my gun.
Fist bump and you got on. So you didn't even have time to truly fall. No. Can you actually give them context? Sorry. We're just rambling on. I think you're at MIC's. This is her junior year or senior? Junior year. Yeah. I hadn't competed beam all year. I broke my foot in the fall. So I was doing bars and floor exhibition beam a few times, not really successfully. Yeah. And then our all-arounder went down in the first event and immediately I was like, I have to do beam. Yeah. And she was like, you have to do bars first. So I worried about beam and beam was last. Yeah. I was last. And if I hit, we won and we went to regionals. If I fell, we lost and we didn't go to regionals. And I think as a superstition, you just always turn your back and don't watch the routine before you. Yes. I would stand and talk to Becky about anything but gymnastics, which is so different for me. As a competitor for bars and floor, I had this whole thing and it was a different beast for me. But we would talk about I think you're getting married that year. So we would always talk about her dress and wedding planning, whatever. And then the routine before I went, I would go do my thing and walk over. Yeah. So we were just having that normal conversation. I was like, oh, everyone hit, right? And she was like, totally. And Beck lied through her teeth. Yep. But we went to regionals. I'm sorry, redirected. They went to regionals, yes. Which I believe that was OU, right? LSU. Oh, LSU. That's I didn't go. Yeah. I was at a bachelor party. Yes. Mine. Yes, it was yours. They didn't want to wait for me. Okay, fair enough. Would you rather be known as the best athlete on the team or the best coach? The best coach. You spent more years in time being an athlete than you have been a coach, but you'd rather be known as the best coach over athlete. Why is that? I think I'm proud and grateful for the experience I had as an athlete. I never was the best athlete. I knew that about myself. I was not naturally talented. Gymnastics did not come easy to me. Yeah. But I always wanted to be
the best me for my team.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a coach, like that's your only role is to be the best you for the team. So like, I get to live that every day.
Yeah.
I love, like, I had my time as an athlete and I loved every second of it. And it was really hard for me to turn the page.
Yeah.
But now that I have really turned the page,
yeah,
like watching their joy
yeah,
and experiencing it from this side, knowing what that feels like as an athlete, like it means 10 times more.
10 times more. Okay.
Yeah.
I rock with that. Same, Beck?
Hmm?
Same?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'd rather be MJ than Coach K. I agree. Those are good answers. I probably would want to be known as one of those. It's more impactful because as an athlete, I'm just impactful for that team for those 4 years.
Yeah.
But if I'm a coach, I can coach longer than 4 years and have a larger impact on the team, a culture, an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes way more sense to be known as a better coach.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a team full of raw talent or a team full of hard workers?
Hard workers.
Absolutely.
That might not be as good as the raw talent, though.
Yeah, I think you can do whatever you want with a team that works hard. Gymnastics, your ability, of course, is natural and it comes with you. But
yeah,
if you have a group of people with the same vision, I think that's like going back to like the power of belief. Like if you can instill belief in a group of people that want it and are bought in and work hard, the sky's the limit. But I think talent only takes you so far.
Yeah,
and it's really hard to sustain talent. So talent can be successful once, but culture, hard work, belief is sustainable as long as you want it to be.
Fair. Appreciate that.
I love that.
Would you rather coach a team with big personalities or quiet, locked-in athletes?
I feel like just like want them to all be themselves. Like if they are quiet, I'm not going to try to make them loud. And if they are loud, I'm not going to dull that and try to make them quiet. Like finding the perfect balance of I think the best teams allow for everyone to be themselves authentically 100%. So I feel like I don't have a preference if they're loud or if they're quiet, as long as they're them.
As long as they're them.
And they bring that is a strength. So like if you are the loudest on the team, that might be your strength. So we need that every day. Yeah. But if you're that quiet, calm confidence, then we need you to be there every day. So I feel like I don't have a preference, but just be.
Okay. Let's my would you rather tomorrow.
Okay, those are some good ones. Okay, well, this felt very special. We are excited to finally have made it out to New York, or made it out to a meet for you, and been there to support you. On top of everything, you are the best auntie to our littles. Yeah. They love their Auntie Tay. So we're forever grateful for you and your visits.
She shows up on big time.
All the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm very grateful too. And we've had all the different relationships like we've talked about, but like it's never changed. Like no matter if we've lived 6 minutes from each other, or I'm not even going to try to guess how many miles, but a lot of miles away from each other. Like nothing has ever changed. And every time like we do make it a priority to see each other. And when we do, it's like nothing's changed. And that's why like the daily conversation is so important, and FaceTimes and getting to watch your life from afar, but then also Layla and Jackson grow up is like the best thing ever. And I'm grateful as well. And like I talked about my family supporting me here, but like I am so grateful that like my support stretches all the way to Vegas, and you guys live through it with me, even though it's through a phone. But you know,
same. Tay has been with us through our IVF days, through our newborn days, through our marriage days, like all the things. So we are grateful for you. Thank you for joining us, and we have a special guest, Oakley, and it couldn't happen without Oakley showing face. The kids love her, so we'll definitely have to FaceTime with them later.
But for sure. We appreciate you sticking with us all the way through season 2. If you have not already, please subscribe for our Instagram page. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Send in your would you rathers. I promise you we will read them if you send them, and we'll do it live on camera. So if there is nothing else, do me a favor and stay poured
and stay unfiltered.
That's all right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.